Hey, welcome. Today, we're going to dive into a story that Jesus told. On the surface, it sounds pretty simple. It's all about a big dinner party. But it's packed with surprising twists, some really strange excuses, and a secret message about who gets the most important invitation of all.
First, I want you to imagine something. What if you got an invitation to the best, most amazing party ever? I'm talking incredible food, awesome music, all your friends are there, just everything you could possibly want. You'd drop everything to go, right? Well, let's see about that.
So, Jesus told a story, which is also called a parable, about a party exactly like the one we're imagining. He talked about a man who was throwing this huge, fantastic supper, and he sent out invitations to all of his friends to come and celebrate with him.
Okay, so when all the food was cooked and the tables were all set, the host sent his servant out to give everyone a friendly reminder. The message was super simple. It's time. Come on over. Everything is ready for you. This wasn't the first invite, mind you. This was the, hey, the party's starting right now call.
You'd think everyone would just drop what they were doing and rush over, wouldn't you? But nope. Something really, really strange happened. One by one, the people he invited all started making excuses.
The first person the servant found gave this excuse. But here's the really weird part. He had already bought the land. It's not like he was still shopping for it or something. It wasn't an emergency at all. He was just so into his new purchase that he totally bailed on his friend's party.
And the second person, oh, it's a very similar story. He'd already bought these oxen, and back then, that was like buying 5 brand new tractors. He said he had to go prove them. But really, he was just way more interested in his new stuff than in his friend's big celebration.
Then you've got the third guy. His excuse was that he just got married. Now, for one thing, his wife would have been totally welcome at the party. But also, notice how he doesn't even say, please excuse me. He just straight up says, I cannot come. Kinda rude, right?
So let's break this down. These excuses about the land, the oxen, even getting married, they weren't the real reasons. Their minds were just somewhere else. The truth behind all their polite little excuses was simple. They just didn't want to go. Their own plans were more important to them than the awesome invitation they'd already said yes to.
So as you can imagine, when the servant got back and told the host what everyone said, the host was angry. I mean, his friends had basically insulted him by just not caring. But here's the amazing part. He didn't cancel the party. No way. Instead, he came up with a new, even bigger plan.
He turns to his servant and gives him these brand new instructions. He says, first, go into the city and bring in everyone who's usually forgotten. Then, when you're done with that, go even farther out, to the roads outside the city, and urge everyone you find to come. This guy was determined to share his feast.
So yeah, that first guest list was a total bust. But this new guest list? Wow. It was completely different. The invitation was now going out to a whole new group of people.
The host invited people who weren't distracted by buying new land or new stuff. He invited people who were actually hungry, people who felt left out all the time, people who would really, truly appreciate being welcomed to such a wonderful feast.
And this part is just incredible, because it shows how generous the host was. After all these new guests arrived, the servant came back and said there was still more space. The host's house was so big, and his generosity was so great that he wanted even more people to come and share in all the joy.
So this is a really great story about a party, but Jesus was teaching something much, much deeper. The big question is, what does this parable actually mean for us today?
That great supper in the story, while it represents the incredible blessings and the amazing love that God offers to every single person. It's not just a little snack. It's a huge feast. It's the greatest gift imaginable, and it's offered freely to you and to me. The lesson we learned from those first guests is a super powerful one. They let their stuff, their land, their work, even good things like family, get in the way. They just became so focused on their own lives that they completely missed out on something wonderful. The story is teaching us not to let anything come between us and accepting God's love. And what about that second group of guests? They show us the most beautiful part of the whole story. God's invitation isn't just for the people who look like they have it all together. It's for everyone. In fact, it's especially for those who feel poor or broken or forgotten or like they aren't good enough. God really wants to welcome them to his table.
You know, that same invitation from the story is still open today. The message hasn't changed one bit. Come, for all things are now ready. It's an invitation for you to experience God's love and blessings. So the real question this story leaves us with is this:
What will your answer be?